Thanks, Betsy. I'm very pleased to be here tonight to talk about the newly established Alan Andres Illustrated Children's Book Fellowship, which is designed to provide an emerging writer of an illustrated book for children with the financial support and editorial assistance needed to complete a work for children from ages birth to about age 10. And the work is supposed to be or intended to be illustrated in some way. So this generous fellowship is open to writers living in New England, and it's judged on the merit of a compelling and original story or concept in which the image and the text have the potential to form an integrated narrative. So while the text is not required to be accompanied by an illustration as part of the submission process, the creator should be mindful of how the work could be illustrated to contribute to the overall effect of the book. The award, as we've talked about already, is intended to provide some support in the form of recognition and sort of bringing attention to a new writer, and also that financial support to include some funds that are earmarked for coaching or editorial support as well. And all of this, of course, is meant to assist our creators in finding a path to publication. So we do wish to thank our esteemed panel of judges for this year's Illustrated Children's Book Fellowship. You may have heard of best-selling author of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series, bookstore owner Jeff Kinney. We had a senior partner at Avitus Creative Literary Agency, Rick Richter, and also senior editor Ariel Richardson of Chronicle Books. So we were very grateful to have really an all-star panel of judges for this first inaugural Illustrated Fellowship. The judges were unanimous in identifying a top choice in a pool of over 300 candidates. So that was pretty remarkable. The winning manuscript follows a parent reassuring a child about always being able to find them, even in the midst of larger and larger crowds and numbers, using examples from the animal world. And as a bonus this year, the original concept was also beautifully illustrated, tender language met with soft images. And this year's winner, Jessica Ruan, is not only a writer, she's also an illustrator and designer with a bachelor's in fine arts from the Rhode Island School of Design. Originally from the Pacific Northwest, Jessica now lives in Massachusetts. And I hope you'll all join me in congratulating and welcoming to the stage Jessica Ruan.
Thank you so much, Rhonda. It's really an honor to be here today, and thank you all so much for coming. I would love to read to you my full manuscript for my book, 100,000. For context, this book was written for 3 to 5-year-olds and was meant to be read to a child by a parent. So, if you'll suspend your disbelief for a second, I'll be your parent for a second. 100,000. When we take a walk in the woods, you are one person and we are two. You are easy to keep track of if you hold my hand. But if we were in a pack of 5 wolves, I could pick out your distinct smell even if I can't see you. But if we were in a nest of 10 rabbits, it would be too crowded for me to smell. But don't worry, I can tell. You are the one with a different hop, a special twitch of the ear. What if we were in a herd of 50 deer, a blur of legs and spots on fur? I still find you. Your pattern is uniquely yours. But if we lived underground among 100 earthworms, we'd be blind and deaf, but I would feel your vibrations through the dirt. We could still hug even without arms. What if we were in a colony of 1,000 bats In the dark, I use echolocation. My ears pick up on the sound waves that bounce off you. What if we become part of a hive of 50,000 bees? In the swarm, I waggle and dance to ask where you are. It takes me a long time to find you. But then I spread my wings and fly in a flock of 100,000 starlings. We cover the sky in a blanket of movement. I call for you, a loud, sharp cry. I call again and again and again, until I finally hear your response. But what if you don't want me to find you? I know that one day you'll grow up. One day you might be far away. We might be separated in a forest of 1,000,000 trees. If I am a tree, I can't see or hear or smell you, but I can feel you through ground. Our roots can send signals, and you can tell me how you're doing, even if we're not together. But that day won't come for a long time. So for now, while you're still small, I'll stay by your side. And if you ever lose your way, just remember one thing. That even in a world of 8 billion people, there is no one quite like you to me. I'll always be here to hold your hand.